Hello, welcome to part 5. If you watched the last part recently, you'll remember that I said that I'm recording these one by one next to each other. Sorry for breaking the illusion of that. But I like to record these later at night because then less people hear me talking to myself, and I feel like that's just a better thing. Anyway, let's talk about what I'm actually doing now. We are putting up a lovely gate and sorting out the path that elevates, as I found out was the word for last time. I'll stop referencing the last part, I'm sorry. But it's great. Let's not lie. I could have picked a better fence thing for this one. It wasn't the best choice for me to make, but it was the choice that I made, and I'm fairly committed to it. I was watching the Peter Pan movie while I was doing this one, by the way, the new one. I had nothing to watch, and I thought, why not see a childhood classic get ruined? So, watched that one. I wasn't really paying attention to it because I was playing Planet Coaster, but from what I saw, I don't know, I didn't have many opinions because I wasn't paying attention too much. Anyway, using these fancy fun gates, they're great, and I'm lazy, so I'm copying them over to the other side, even though it doesn't match too well, but you're just gonna have to live with it. I end up changing the colour to a more sandstoney thing, which I'm not sure if it actually works because of the material. I ended up pausing the game because it was just really daunting seeing everyone moving and I'm trying to place down my fences. But I ended up changing it to more of a sandstony colour, even though it doesn't have a sandstone texture. So just don't look too closely and then the problems will be solved. Here's another one of my really fun breaks I have. Anyway, I'm back. Peter Pan must have got me. Anyway, I ended up, for the first part, because there were a lot more longer straights sections, I did use the 2 metre long bit, but on the second part I used 1 metre, and another break. It's fun, you know. Anyway, I used to use 2 metre before, but then I used 1 metre because there was a lot more curves on the second bit, but I think I just commit to it throughout the rest of the path. I just leave it. Maybe I'm changing the colour right now. I'm not. I'm shuffling things about. I really enjoy having that little top left box of multi-selection tool up there, and I really enjoy my pauses. I've got a great bunch of things that I love. Anyway, yeah, this is me selecting them and realising that I can't change the colours altogether. I have to go one by one individually, and it was really annoying me. But I don't start doing that yet because I'm too lazy for now. I don't even know what was going through my mind, to be honest. Yeah, I wanted to go for another sandstone colour, so I've just picked it off there, but when I picked off the ball it looked too bright to me, so I just messed around with the colours a little bit and made it into a darker tone. And yeah, as I said, doesn't look the best, but it's fun. It really is, and I'm happy with it. It's enough for me. I think it's got too much detail, or like a lot more detail than I would want it to, because you know you can't get that much detail with sandstone, but at least the colours match, and that's what's the most important thing in life. It was really annoying going individually through these though. I was not having a fun time. Peter Pan was not interesting enough to make me enjoy doing that. Yeah, I ended up looking through path colours to see maybe there was one that fit more. I saw the red brick and I thought if it's going to be one of them, it's going to be the red brick. But it was not the red brick, it was really not. So I just kept with my concrete and stayed happy. And then I got bored of paths, which you probably got bored of because it's been 15 minutes including part 4 of paths. So I wanted to mess around with the cool effects things, and I did mess around with the cool effects things because I wanted, as I was saying before, I want it manta based. I'm not going to put up a picture because I pulled up a picture in part 1, but I wanted it manta based, which is a ride in SeaWorld, and I just thought, wow, I haven't done much manta based like I said I would in part 1, so I thought let's sort that one out. So I put a fun water thing, like how I said at the beginning I wanted lots of water features to keep it interesting. I am yawning, I'm sorry. It's not that late, I'm just old. Anyway, yeah, putting the trigger point it wasn't annoying, but it was a lot because I ended up messing up the time and it was a lot more thought than I would think it would be. And even though when you're off-ride it looks like the water is completely drenching the actual roller coaster, when you're on it you can't really tell that the water's actually hitting you, which is a small complaint of mine, but I love to complain, so it's not really anything new. It is me working down. I've had my fun with the water. That was enough fun for me for the rest of the day. So I've settled back down with my paths. Don't you worry, guys. There is a little gap on the side to the right. Ooh, well, I keep on moving around, so I can't give you guys directions, but you're just going to have to trust me that in one of the curves, the inner side of it, there's a gap between the path and the actual castle, which I end up filling in with a singular 1 metre path thing. So it doesn't look its best, but it's alright. Also, I didn't like how the pillars on the side of the doorways were just levitating. So, oh yeah, I didn't know what I could do about the inside. You know how the path gates open and shut, the glass ones that look really technological, and that I didn't know how to fix those or make them look better. So I just left them because I feel like if I tried anything, it would just make it worse. But I did know that I could do something about the doorway, so I did do something about the doorway. It was really finicky though. Did not enjoy it at all. It was just a lot of messing about, and I kept on forgetting what controls were, and I could not see through the path, and it was annoying me. Oh, there I can, but when you can see where the actual pillars are is when you can't reach the arrows, so it was just really annoying. But I slowly shuffled it along to the right place, I hope. There we go. I think I just gave up in the end, but it is there. And that's what's important in life. And now I get the really fun challenge of putting the same thing, but on the other side. Luckily it was a lot quicker because I could just copy and paste a bunch of stuff on the side, especially with the ramps, because those were literally just straight diagonal, straight lines that were, they're straight and I could copy them over easily. I know they're not like straight, but I know what I mean. And that's enough for me. Working around the turns were a little bit annoying, but I got over them. I did not, I had to take another break apparently. But, I mean, they were alright, you know. It was just a bit tedious, as I'm sure it is to everyone else. The other 2 people that we've got here, if I'm lucky. I was really hoping that things would line up, and they didn't, so I just ended up shuffling everything along a little bit, because it's not worth it at the end of the day. Just shoved it in there, and I was really happy because I didn't have to do much more paving, because I had the wall there from the castle villa. I'm lost on what it is. That is kind of castle-y, but it's sandstone-y, and that makes me think of villas, so I'm just going to have to keep on switching between the 2. Sorry if that makes you sad, you're going to have to live with it. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, this is me trying to sort out how to make the fence blend in normally, and I realised that fences don't blend in normally into the walls, so I just left a little gap. And if you jump down, then that's on you. You're just going to have to stay there. What am I doing now? I'm having a good gander, that's what I'm doing. I'm having a ride. Probably makes no sense to you, but yeah, there's the water. I think I might just go and mess around with the water a little bit. Yeah, I do, because it was just really looking like it was just not touching you when you're on the POV, but I know for myself that it is. Oh my lord, I'm so sorry. And you're going to get more yawns in part 6 even. I'm lost. It's not late, it's 11:15, but I'm tired. Rocks are great. I ended up adding a couple of those, because who doesn't like rocks? I feel like they might not look like the most naturally put things, but I'm keeping them. I've committed to them. I think they might look better if I put more rocks about, but I don't know where to put more rocks. This is me just fixing up the train and stuff. Oh, how long do we have left? Oh, this one's under 10 minutes. I've scammed you off 7 seconds right now.